Hi everybody, my name's Graham Williamson. I'm an intuitive medium and welcome to WGSN-DB going solo network, radio and TV and podcasts. I've got a little story to share with you today. And the whole reason why I'm doing the show for today. A couple of days ago, I was talking with a lady who was a medium. And this came up in the chat. It was about taking sides. My response floored her. I said, I'm not taking sides because my energy is balanced. I take ownership of and for myself and not for others. To do so would tip that which makes me who I am out of balance. I know I am a spirit having a human experience. And one of the lessons I've learned is only to answer to myself and God. To take this further, do you truly want to take a side? This would isolate those in your circle of life who are not with you anymore. I love the chat because we respected one another's opinion and there was no animosity. And I hope to have many more chats like that. And then we followed it with this. I was told by this lady, you know, there's only three options of mediumship. It's medium, psychic, and intuitive. I said, whoa, no. You got it slightly mixed up. You see, a medium, and the correct definition, I've even got it written down for you. A medium is a person who can connect himself with spirits, spirit guides, ghosts, and angels. Usually the spiritualist medium inherits this ability to connect and communicate with the spirits from his or her parents, grandparents, and the inheritance usually continues to be passed on to each successive generation. Then the psychic is slightly different. Psychic is relating to or denoting faculties or phenomena that are apparently inexplicable by natural laws, especially involving telepathy or clairvoyance, psychic powers. Now, we've all heard about the psychics. You know, we want to go see a psychic to speak to the spirit ones. Well, it's slightly misleading for me. My understanding of it is that you have to be a medium to talk to spirit. And the way we do that is by intuition. Everybody has intuitive abilities, and it normally relates to the term being psychic, which is a material, physical ability of every human ever born, as far as I know. Now, if somebody can prove me wrong, please, I would love to have a good chat with you about it, because I'm open to learning about human abilities. And the intuition that we all have when you meet somebody for the first time, you feel comfortable or you don't, that's being a psychic. You're intuitively feeling from your own body and consciousness a positive or a negative. So that's just that in broad to be a psychic. Now, a medium does that and more. We all have within us energy, our spirit energy. It's what makes our soul active. And that energy comes at different vibrations. The psychic is not as high as a medium's. The medium's vibrates at a different level, a higher level, and it can communicate better with the passed on loved ones that was mentioned in the terminology earlier on. Now, mediums do connect with people who have passed on. And it doesn't always have to be immediate loved ones. Anybody that you've talked to, smiled at, helped, just being courteous, being kind, can make a connection that will last a lifetime. When you smile at a child, when you're teaching a child how to do something, and you go to their level, that child's face lights up and the child trusts you instinctively, intuitively. He knows when mum and dad's in a good mood or a bad mood. We've all been through this. Intuition is the ability to connect our abilities with those innate in us and others, whether you be a psychic or a medium. We all have these abilities, but not all have mediumistic abilities to be a medium. And it takes a lifetime sometimes to learn the basics. Some people who have had near-death experiences and stuff like that suddenly find out, wow, we can talk to spirit. We know a lot more. We are able to communicate far clearer, understand things far better. Again, it's intuition. The intuition is like the lifeblood to carry everything that you need throughout your body to your subconscious inner self, your spiritual self, that which connects us to spirit or our psychic abilities. So there's only the two categories, medium and psychic, but they both run with intuition or intuitive abilities. This show was not the one I planned for, but I've always trusted my guides. By having that conversation I read out at the very beginning with a medium acquaintance, it just had to be shared. And half of you are going to go, why? But why not? We all have abilities. We all can do things. But with the way things have been, especially with COVID, we've all had the political aspect thrown at us, the personal aspect thrown at us, work, lack of money, whatever. And we're all having to take sides on it. My intuition says stop taking sides. Be true to yourself. The definition of the words as read out, in fact, the word intuitive, having the ability to know or understand things without any proof or evidence, having or can never say this word, characterized by intuition, has an intuitive mind or an intuitive person. We all use this ability. The choice of words that we use have to be thought out half the time when you're doing the material aspect of your life. Like, you know, you've got to go shopping. What do I need to buy? What do I need to do before I get to the shop? All these things you do instinctively by repetition. The same with intuition. The more you use it, the easier it becomes part of who you are. With the psychic ability, as I said, everybody can do this to a degree, lesser or greater, depending on the person. So you choose your lifestyle, your independence, and the more you feel happier with yourself, you don't have to take sides of anything. I like people that are aware they're psychic. I like people who are aware they're mediums. I like a lot of people who don't understand or know more than me. I love this because I'm here to learn who I am from these encounters we share. And this show, I'm hoping by my guides and my guts, my intuition, this is a step to help you find your own abilities. Because our lives are limited on this earth. As I said, we're spirits having a human experience. I want my spirit to take with it, when I pass into the next realm, far more knowledge and experience and intuition. So when I go over to the other side, I can come back, maybe in some form or another, to help people I love or people I see that need connection with the realm of angels, the realm of God, the realm of positivity, whatever term you wish to use in a positive manner for when we pass over. I like to say God, or the divine light, or the divine power, because they're positive attributes to my life. What are your attributes? What are your intuition skills taking you, or your intuitive skills taking you? I want you to write down what you feel and why you're feeling it. I used to write a list of 10 words on the positive and a list of 10 words on the negative, side by side. Then look at it for a week and rewrite those words out again. Only those words I wrote in the first set of lists, those 20 words. Don't change them. Just change how you feel about them. You've got to use all those words. You can put positive and negative, negative back on negative, positive on positive. You can mix them up, but you've got to use all 20 words. So on the second time you do it, and you rewrite it, look at it. Then keep it to yourself. Don't share this. And do it a third week. The same words. And you will find your attitude is changing. Your I am is becoming more pronounced. The more peaceful or more stressful. Your choice. I'd rather look for the peaceful aspect of my life. My intuition says, follow your guts. You've all heard those expressions, follow your guts. Well, I do. How much do you follow yours? Because the definition is entirely your choice of how you perceive your life. And as a medium, I'm just a spokesperson for spirit. This is not about me. It's not about the body. It's about my spirit, sharing the connection with you. And I promised I would not use my hands to talk, but it's difficult. But it's a habit that is not really productive for me. I have to learn to better myself, to look forward to helping people clearly and concisely. And my friend Cece on the show, can you come back, Cece? She's been helping me understand more about how we do the simple thing of this the radio show. I have no clue. It's way above my head. But I appreciate and thank people deeply for helping me understand my purpose in life. And this is why you've got to be honest with yourself at all times. You've got to be able to say, I did my best. It's not about what can I get out of it that's selfish. It's what can I give to you to make you smile, find peace, find happiness, find love. And it's not about reading the future. It's not about staying in the past. It's learning from your past, but not staying there. Because we've got a fantastic nation over here in the USA. I'm from England. I come from England, and I'm a citizen of Great Britain, but I'm a resident of the United States of America. And I'm proud to be here. And I love the opportunity communication has given us all. We're able to talk all over the world almost freely. And what do we do with it? We seclude ourselves from the reality of life around us. Or we can use it in a positive way to teach one another how to be better people. I'm no preacher. I'm just a guy that's done a little bit of everything. But the one constant in my life is being a medium. It took me a long time to find the true nature of that pathway for me. And I had to go through a lot of heartache and pain to find it. But I don't begrudge one second of my life. I can't say, I wish I'd done something different. I wish I could have done this. Yeah, the material person, the physical person can say that. But my spirit has realized you can't take back what you've done. You can then learn from it and do something better. Definition of your words means to be clear. You have choices in your life, each of you. And I want you to actually write something down in the comments. If you want a reading, please just ask. I'd love to do readings, but only if you want them. I can ask Spirit to guide me further if nobody wants to talk, which is what I've been doing all this time. You see, the show is about you, not about me. I want to give you what you need. I don't know what it is. I'm not omnipotent. I'm just a simple guy that's saying, how can I help? But you have to communicate. This station, the WGSN-DB, Going Solo Network Radio, TV and podcasts. It's a long list of letters, but it's got definition. Well, you can contact me on Facebook and YouTube. And, oh, there we go. And even phone me. But if you phone me, please leave a voice message, because then I'll phone you back. Because you know what it's like with all these phone calls you get from people, you have no idea who they are, the scam artists and everything. But this is what life's about now. We've got this communication. We've got to be clear what we want in our lives. We have to define what we want. You've got to stand up and say no or yes. You see, what is a medium's job? I'd love to know the answer to that, other than simply put, I want to communicate loved ones through me to you. And you guys are questioning what it is that you're hearing. That's good. I want you to question. I want you to ask. I want you to define. I want you to step forward and say, hang on a minute, what are you on about? That is why I want to do the shows. I want you guys to contact me. I want you guys to share what you feel. Really, it's about this communication. I want to define why I'm here for you. I can't do it just for me. The show has so many opportunities. I'm going to be talking about mediumship more. I'm going to talk about meditation. I'm talking about resting, breathing, spirit, the phenomena of spirit. I have done courses with the Morris Pratt, and I'd never passed a real exam that I wanted to take until I did that Morris Pratt exam. It should have been a 3-year one, but because I live too isolated in Florida, I couldn't go to the places they asked me to go to study. And that was a bonus for me. I took 8 years to complete a 3-year course because I worked full time. And I wrote everything from my guts for the essays and the exam. And I passed with flying colours. And I was so happy I'd finally done something and I passed. From schooling that I had that was not brilliant, I was no scholar. To finally pass an exam with such important and relevance to me, to my life's journey, at that moment I found I've got a purpose. It took me a long time to do it. It took me, 50 plus years to do. But no time is wasted. None at all. If you learn from it, if you can do better the next time. So I wanted to be on the radio. I wanted to be on television. I want to do interviews. There's so many things I want to do. I didn't know how to do it, but I never doubted I would be doing it because my guts told me one day, Graham, you will do this. Hey, I'm 67, I'm retired, and I'm doing it. Just by trusting my intuition. This is what it's about. Trusting yourself. It doesn't matter what anybody says. It's how you interpret, how you respond. I learned to respond saying, okay, that's your opinion, fine. Or that's your definition, fine. What can I get from it? What can I work with? What can I do to make it better for my life to be happy? And it's not about being selfish. Don't get that thought. It's not about being selfish. I want my life to be happy. And the only way I can be happy is to be helping other people. I'm no nurse, no doctor. But I've since found out the definition of medical intuitive. Again, intuition, intuitive. They work together. We all have abilities that when you capitalize and it crystallizes enough to become clear in your thoughts, it opens the door to more possibilities, more opportunities. But you've got to be positive about it, because if you're not, you can go down the wrong road. And, oh, why me? Why is it failing? What went wrong this time? Oh, moan. It's not going to work. Your life is about choice. Oh, what was it in the Bible? It says about God gave us the opportunity of choice. Look at Adam and Eve. They had a choice in the Garden of Eden. And they got kicked out for it because they didn't do the positive. They did the negative. If they'd done the positive, would we be here now? You know, in a way, I'm glad they were negative, because look at what man's become. Man's become global. Man's become interstellar. He's becoming everything he's ever dreamed of being. But he's got to do it with a positive attitude. You cannot live life saying, poor me. I've had relationships that failed. I've had failed marriages. I have 2 wonderful kids from my marriages, and I miss them. But circumstances did not allow me to stay. Yeah, I'm sad for that. But now my kids are healthy and strong and living the life they choose and are healthy. You know, I made a mistake. They didn't. I'm proud of them. They may not be proud of me, but that's choices I had to make then. You see, becoming a medium, I took a role. I took the job on for spirit to communicate proof life after death, and in doing so, I learnt the hardships of humanity, of life and love. And those definitive words of intuitive, medium, and psychic, they're my body, mind, and spirit. Everything to do with spirit, everything to do with being a psychic, run with the intuition. You see, this show is all about you, and I'm going to keep repeating that on every show in one form or another. But I want to make it a positive. I was also asked, have I seen things that don't make sense? Was I called weird because I was talking to things that weren't there? Was I called crazy? Was I this? Was I that? Different to everybody else? And I'm proud to say, yep, I've been called crazy, weird, stupid. You're talking to nobody that's there all my life. And I'm proud of the fact I can communicate with spirit. I can communicate with those loved ones who've passed. My mother, my grandmother, my father, my stepfather, who lived with us most of my life, and I love him dearly. I love all those people in my past, even the ones that hurt me, even the ones that didn't hurt me, even the ones that I barely knew, even the animals. And you know what? One of the surprising things is I can remember certain flowers that were in my life that made me just sit down and relax, or watching ants do what they do, or birds flying. In fact, today I made a bit of a mistake. I went to see the liftoff in Florida of Captain Kirk going into space. Missing the point entirely, it was in Texas. But I went to my favourite spot to view and take pictures of the events, of shuttles and all the rest. I didn't see one, of course, because it was in Texas. But on the way back home, I saw a bald eagle land on a post near to where I was going. I stopped and took pictures. And then I took little videos of it flying over my head, going in circles. It was magnificent. I saw a gopher turtle near to me. It was weird because the eagle has landed came to mind. Captain Kirk went into space today. Or was it yesterday? Days merging. You see, everything has its time and place. Everything comes to you, it's how you interpret it. I went out to see a rocket going up, and I saw an eagle, and I saw Captain Kirk going into space on the telly. Well, video on my phone as well. I was able to join in with that moment. I was able to see America coming together to watch a guy who was in our hearts going to space, really. I want you to go into space, your own space, and find the truth of yourself. See the stars, the twinkle in your eye when you look in the mirror. That warm feeling as you surge upwards to say, this is me. It sounds silly in one sense, but think of it positively. It's easier to smile than it is to frown. I'm always laughing because I have to look at this face every morning in the mirror. That's my joke. It makes me positive. I tell my friends, if you want something to make you smile, I've got a picture for you to look at. And I show them my picture. And I go, what's this about? I said, well, you're laughing. You can laugh at or with or for me. I don't care. As long as it makes you happy. My folks, and most of my siblings, are in nursing or social work. And they care for people with disabilities or unfortunate people that can't help themselves. And they've all done their jobs with the fullest and best intentions. I was the only one that said, no, I don't want to become a nurse. But because of my family background, I ended up being a first aider as well as a cook in the Royal Navy. And my abilities got me noticed. But then, as I say, about 4 months ago, I found out I'm a medical intuitive. So what does that mean for me? My body tells me when somebody's got an issue inside the body, breaks, chemo. I've had a lady who sat with me for a reading. I touched her hand and I knew she had a hysterectomy. And I told her when. And I told her she needed to see a doctor because the medication was incorrect for her. I've helped a couple of people with medication. I am evaluating, not diagnosing. That's the difference. My gifts are not medically certified. I advise people to see their doctors about things that they feel. They say, yes, I feel it, or no, I don't. If they don't, they won't go to see the doctor. But if they feel it, and I've pointed it out, it gives them thought to go and see the doctor. My intuition helps them look after themselves. which is what I want to do. I want you to look after yourself better. I want you to start listening to yourself and say, like Captain Kirk, he went to space. And this is what life's about, my friends. You know, everything in your life is your choice. You can take the easy way, or you can take the hard way, or you can take the middle way. But you ultimately have the choice. Definition of choice. You decide. I'm not going to be an encyclopedia. I'm not going to be a dictionary. But you see, I'm having fun talking to you. For those of you that take the time to actually listen and partly understand or not, ask me questions. But I would like you to share it. Like and share this program, because you are the only ones that can do it. I'm here for you. And I want you on my next show in a couple of weeks' time. And the date, I haven't got the date at the moment, I will post it. It'll be the same time 2 weeks from now. I want you to ask me questions. I want you to make this show yours as well as mine. Because the Going Solo Network is about people standing up and being accountable for themselves, but to help others. I have had so much, I never realized I've been talking for half an hour. But you see, when you love doing something to help other people, time has no meaning. Excuse the funny sounds. I've got a dog here that's just making a whining noise. She's hearing me talking and she wants attention like anybody else. She wants love given her way. And I'm able to give her love. I'm able to give you love. I'm able to say to you, I want the highest and best for you. Is there anybody asking any questions at the moment, Cece? Thank you. It's great having people to know how to put messages across. The show next time is on Wednesday, October the 27th. And I would like you to share the heck out of this one and pass it on to everybody that you think may benefit from us. Come back and share your viewpoints, because I'm going to keep on talking on every show. Yeah. And if you would like a little reading, I can do one, but you've got to comment on this show and I will actually give you a mini reading to demonstrate the abilities that God gave me. And if you want to contact me other ways, you can email me, thebrit, THEBRITT77 @hotmail.com. Oh, hello. Oh, we've got somebody that's come in. Hello, Kayla. Welcome. Now, I don't read futures, but I'm going to say, what am I going to say? Spirit always let me close my eyes. And all I've seen is the name of Kayla and what she wants a reading. Kayla, I'm picking up that you've been undecided about a relationship, but it's not the relationship part that worries you. It's your response to a relationship. You see, you found out that you want to be more assertive for yourself, but you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. And it's like in a family situation. It's not pardon the term, a love relationship. It's about people around you that you love. you've got to stand up a little bit more and be more true to yourself, because your kind heart has been used a little bit overly by other people and taken for granted. I feel that you are actually at the turning point now to stand up and do what you feel is right. And it's not being selfish, it's being selfless. You can just, I'm done. I'm going to do it this way. Follow me if you like. If you don't want to, that's your choice. Excuse the dog. He's got very good ears. But I hope, Kayla, that you'll say yes or no to what I've said, because you've also, what have you done to your shoulder? It's like posture issue. Now I have to show you what I'm feeling. It's a posture issue. Like you've been doing too much with one hand, either laying on it or on the shoulder joint. Just take it easy on how you, yeah. I've just got, oh, thank you. That's lovely to verify something. But you see, you have allowed it. Now you're finding out you don't like it. So say no, your way. Say, yeah, I'll do that when I'm ready. Or if you don't like it, I'm sorry, I've only got one pair of hands. That's probably why this shoulder's out, because you leave me alone, leave me alone. I'm making light of it because this is what you choose, to let it pull you down or say, no, I'm breaking free. It's not about losing the relationships. It's about putting yourself in a better position with your relationships, because you have to stand up for you. You can't look after yourself if you're only looking after other people. Think about it. If you look after yourself, oh, it's you're going to have to change position a few times, my dear. You're just going to have to change position, because the more you do what you're doing, the more it's going to impact you, and you're going to start feeling it. But get your shoulder checked and watch out for your diet. Eat better things, oils to help you lubricate your joints a bit better. They say, I'm no medic. It's just what I feel. I feel this shoulder has a lot of issues. But thanks for coming in, my dear. And I want to go back now. I'll leave that with love and light to you, Kayla. And thank you for coming in and asking your question. I'm glad at least I got something about your shoulder and your issue. The other thing I want to say is, if you want to contact me, there's my Medium, GrahamWilliamson.online is my website. Leave a message, a comment, and I'll get back to you. Or you can phone me, as I said earlier. Phone me, but please leave a voice message, because I don't know your number and it will automatically be recorded if you leave your message. But if you don't leave a message, I won't know how I can help you. Or go onto Facebook. Look for Graham Williamson. You'll see me wearing my Doctor Who outfit, because I love Doctor Who. I love space. I love things that are different. Anytime, my dear. Thank you for coming in again. Hello, Lindy. Nice to see you. Would you like a reading, young lady? But I want to try and communicate with a lot more people. And as I say, this show is about communication. You know, going solo network, it's about being yourself. It's not about being on your own. It's about doing it your way with other people. Each of us in this solo network are doing our own things. Okay. And this is why we're here, to do it for you, to enlighten you and you enlighten us. Okay then, Lindy, I'm going to see what it is I can give you today. Lindy, I feel choice of words for you. I've got my eyes shut because all I see, viewers, is the name and the word yes as typed by the person asking, nothing else. You'll see it on the screen. But your words that you've been given, I think, no, I know there's legal issues coming up. I know also that you have to stand up and say, enough. I'm not on about the previous reading. This is totally different. You work in an office complex. Can you give me a yes or no to that? You work in an office environment. And you have a thought of sidestepping in the field that you work. Okay, I love no's because it makes me work all the harder. But you need to sidestep and go where your heart truly wants to be. Or you've just done it. It's so close in, I want to be better. I want to do. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether you're retired, but you want to do more in your life and you haven't stepped up to do what you truly want to do yet. I'm also feeling the talking part is very important because when I do this, it means, if you see, I want to say something from my heart rather than from my mind. And I feel, Lindy, this is the situation that you're in. You're very fit for a retired young lady. And I feel also that you are doing more exercises. But your footwear is loose. I feel that's weird. I feel that your shoes are very loose. Do you understand this? I only pick up what I feel. And also, trapped air. You've been rushing your food of late. So be a little bit more careful. I hope I'm making sense to you. And I hope you can give me a positive yes. If it's a no, I'm going to have to work on it. Because I'm not omnipotent. I'm not 100%, but I'm pretty accurate. And I know that my guts are telling me, my intuition is telling me that you have really just come into your own life. You are literally on the step, I've got to say it, going solo. Word choice is becoming more important to you, Lindy. And I feel, watch out for your footwear. I know I said I was feeling it loose. I feel if you're exercising and you're trying to be more healthy, you're going to have to be more careful with your footwear, especially on your arches, so you can enjoy a happier life and a healthy life. Because if your feet are supported properly, your posture is better. I'll leave that with love and blessing to you. Okay, it's 43 minutes in. Now my show's Dare to Dream. And that's because if you look over my shoulder, my right ear, that was a tapestry my mother gave me before she passed. And on it's Dare to Dream. I don't want it to just to be a dream. I want it to be a reality. And this show is about reality. It's about spirit, psychic abilities that we all have in some form or another. Some are more psychic, some are medium and psychic. But this show is sharing this, learning about what each of us can do. I want you to dare to dream in going solo, to make your life better, to boldly go where no man has gone before, as Star Trek says. I'm sorry for the copyright, but it's also about keeping your feet on the ground. My show as an international medical intuitive, evidential medium and psychic is about connection, communication, clarity, definition. And with my shows every other week on a Wednesday, I want to explore not just space, but intuition, spirit. I want you not to be afraid of the change of life into the next realm. We all fear death. I fear how I'm going to die, not death itself. There's nothing to fear because our lives are everlasting. Because when your body ceases working, our spirits don't. I want you guys to feel positive in your life. I thank you for watching and sharing. Please leave a comment, especially with a thumbs up. And I want to thank Cece for helping me do this show pretty much on my own today. It's my first time doing it pretty much on my own. And I look forward to having another show with you. And I'll post what it's going to be as soon as I can find out what the topic is. But it's definitely not going to be boring. It's definitely going to be daring to dream. And I want you all to come back again and join in. I want you to go to WGSN-DB Going Solo Network Radio, TV and podcasts on YouTube and look for the shows that you enjoy. And I hope it's mine because I'm going to be on YouTube. I'm going to be on Facebook, Messenger, my website, mediumgrahamwilliamson.online. But as I say, my telephone number is 352-409-1060. My email address is thebrit77@hotmail.com. THEBRITT77@hotmail.com. And I look forward to communicating with the physical as well as the spiritual, because we're all here, we're all one big happy family, or can be. We all have the choices. I'm feeling people are saying, what is he on about? Well, if you don't come back, you won't find out. Because I'm going to be here, and I'm hoping you're going to be here, because I know Cece is going to be. And it's going to be an adventure. It's going to be reaching for the stars, those sparkles within our own inner conscious, our spirit. Life is continuous. There's only one guarantee that you're going to have in life, and that's change. It's the only thing that is guaranteed. Nothing else can be guaranteed. So I'm going to guarantee I'm going to be around one way or another to share whatever spirit guides me to say to you. And thank you for the people that have come in and asked for a reading. It's made my life even happier. And what else can I give you? I want you to actually start looking elsewhere for spirit communication. I want you to start looking around how you can help yourself enjoy your life's journey more and more. If you're feeling negative, ask for help. If you're feeling positive, share it. You see, I am not miserable very often. As soon as I find I'm miserable, I do something about it. I go to a mirror and say, what the heck's wrong with you? And I find out. And I get sorted out. I look for positive attitudes in my life. It's keeping grounded. I've got a life. I've got a wife. I've got a love. I've got opportunity. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I have. And I want to say thank you. If there's anybody else that wants to say anything, please leave a message. My next show again is Wednesday, October 25th at 5 p.m. EST. I live in Florida, USA. I'm a British guy living over here for 20 years, and I love it. And I want you also to follow something within you. And there's a nice phrase for that. Go bold. Don't be shy of standing up. Go for it. Life's about taking the next step, going bold to grab it. Take the next step. Because each step you take forward is a positive attribute in your life. And nothing negative will hold you back. Only you hold you back. It's your choice. And again, I just want to thank you deeply for coming in. And I may one day actually get some guests coming on to share their viewpoint of go bold and daring to dream on the WGSN Going Solo Network radio. Because these guys have been fantastic for me. They're helping me explore my life with you. CC, can you come on a minute? I'm hoping my friend will come up on camera for me for a minute.
Okay.
This lady, folks, has been helping me do it pretty much on my own today. And I'm not easy.
Great job.
I'm not easy to work because I'm spontaneous. You see, Cece has taught me a lot. Not use my hands and sit down and talk, and I'm still doing it, but well, off camera pretty much. But I'm hoping. What do you think, Cece? Has it been at least a positive?
Yeah, I'm. You have to be positive, right? And I think this show is very positive. And if we can get a few little words sometimes to be able to kind of help with the direction that we want to go, because so often. We don't always use our intuitive skills, do we? And like you said, we all have them.
Yeah.
But then we have this hesitation and we don't use it. And we think, should we do this? Should we do that? But deep down, we really know the answers. And sometimes we need someone like you that can read us and say, hey, you need to do that. Yeah. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to be more positive, or you need to take this direction. So so certainly.
To go bold is not about isolating yourself. Mm-hmm. It's about standing up for yourself. You see, you have a choice. You came into this world for a purpose. A lot of people don't understand this. But that could be another topic.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Really living your life to fulfill your purpose in life, and that would be the thing. When you're talking about going bold, I mean, we've been talking about this a lot here on the station. We even developed this platform on Wednesdays for it, because we all have something within us that we don't allow it to surface sometimes, and sometimes we have to just dig in deep and go bold. We have to say, this is what we want to do. This is the direction we want to go. Or no, we don't want to do this. And we don't want to be treated like this. And so we want to stand up for ourselves and be, straight and tall and really get our lives in order and achieve all that we're supposed to achieve in this world. And I love what you shared with some of the other guests, the people that were, in asking for some readings, on really helping them to evolve and be who they are to become, right? Because each day we're someone new, we're someone different, we've learned from the past, we've learned from yesterday. Because
the main purpose of our lives is, as a human race, we are all one together. Mm-hmm. We are all born onto this earth for a purpose. And it's up to each of us to live that purpose to the best of our abilities. You sometimes feel, but it's not going where I want it to go. Well, why?
Right.
Your choice. Mm-hmm. You choose what you want to do with this life. You see, life's about opportunity. And I've done so many jobs. I've done, what was it, 7 jobs, full jobs by the age of 14 to 17 and a half. Then I joined the Navy for 14 and a half years. And I did umpteen jobs as a cook in the Royal Navy. Then I left, and I've done 7 or 8 other jobs since. I love learning. But what does that mean for me? It means I've got a broader platform in order to help other people. I know about bricklaying, painting, decorating, and restoration of furniture. My wife's making beads, and I'm making stands for her. And I'm doing my readings for other people. All these things make me excited in life. Yeah, the failures have made me say, I can do better. You see, don't forget, though, you've got to look after yourself first. Mm-hmm. You cannot care for somebody if you're not caring for yourself fully. Because if you become ill, how can you help somebody else?
Right. That's very true.
If you're healthier, looking after yourself, you've got a better opportunity to help care for somebody.
Right.
I want to show you guys, everybody that watches and listens, that you have abilities yet to be discovered within yourself. I'm not going to tell you what they are. You tell me what they are. Mm-hmm. People say, what can you do, Graham? I don't know. Well, it didn't work that time. Well, I'll try another way. What was it? Edison with a light bulb, 1,000 ways of not making one. And one worked. Yay! We all benefit from that one. But he had 1,000 ways of not doing one. But he never gave up. This is what life's about. Never giving up, going bold. And I dared to dream. And my family say, why do you do this? You know, talking to the dead. Well, they're not dead. The body's dead. The spirit hasn't stopped living. It grows. It's eternal.
Sorry. I didn't think I'd be on camera. Sorry.
Mine faster than yours, ping. But
yeah.
This is, every opportunity is to make a smile. Mm-hmm. And it's not about being silly unless you can get yourself down to being a child again. I'm 67 and I was told, you act like a kid. I think that's a compliment because kids are not afraid of me in a good way. I can teach kids how to, when they start looking around in the homes about, oh, what's that? The parents can't see it, but the children do. And the kids know, I know what they're looking at.
Yeah, you know, that is amazing. I know we have to wrap up the show here, but I'll just share with you that my son, when he was a baby, he would like stare out or like look over our shoulder, and it was like he was looking at something like he knew something. He would get very quiet and very still, and he definitely had
you did as well, Cece. You did as well, but you were held back. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people that are held back are afraid of spirit because of what they've been told.
Right. They always think the bad things.
Spirit won't harm you if you believe in the light. There is negativity about, there's no doubt. There's evil about, there's no doubt. But if you are of a positive mind and believe in good, that light of yours will help protect you. Mm-hmm. And helping kids evolve to trust their instinct, their intuition. Animals do it. That's why cats and dogs are looking around all the time in my house. I've got a tile with a face on it in my fireplace. And I've seen spirit walking up and down the stairs. The animals are calm. They will watch. Oh, okay. Something else happened. Oh, something happening over there. And it's wonderful. They're quicker at it than I am. And
we got to go. It's at 59 minutes, so we must run.
Thank you. Love you. Right. See you next
time. Please join the show on the October 27th and at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Dare to Dream, new show. Graham Williamson, you're awesome. Thank you so much for being here on WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. We got to run. Bye, guys.